So we got two nothing as mothers, and I use the term mother very loosely, who puts men before their children to the detriment of their children. Men who are not in any shape, form, or fashion high quality men. So the fact that you're putting piss poor men ahead of your freaking children who you birth is even worse. Who am I talking about? Peach and Olivia. Now, I know Peach is a very high controversial YouTuber, and Olivia actually is too, but for different reasons. Both to me, though, are one and the same, because both are rage baiters, both are terrible mothers, both are delusional, and more importantly, both are very much male-centered. I say that because we have Peach over here who has time after time after time thrown good money after bad money for a nothing ass man. And I wouldn't give a damn if he is a stay-at-home father, because that's all he does is stay at home. Like, we never see Wood with the kids, like during activities, homework, like quality time. It's literally like he is the babysitter. And if that's what the fuck he's gonna be, then you might as well have kept your nanny and let his ass roam the streets, because clearly that's what he likes to do. Now, Peach gives me very much, I don't get enough attention at home. I didn't get attention when I was a child. So let me go to the internet, where even though the attention is terrible and it's negative, it's something better than nothing. She also gives me digmatized. Now, I don't think Wood is the only peen that she's had, but I'm guaranteeing it's the only peen that she's had in her adulthood. And that screams delusional. And I'm not saying she needs to be a hoe. I'm not saying she needs to have a high body count. Any of that. What I'm saying is, you keep talking about how great this Wood is, but what do you have to compare it to, number one? Number two, clearly the feeling is not mutual, because Wood apparently be dropping it in anybody whenever he get the chance to. So clearly he thinks your cooch is worn out. I wish I would put a man, let alone his penis, on a pedestal when that nigga don't respect me. Like, and I wouldn't give a damn if these are skits that she comes to the internet about him cheating, blase, blase. The fact that you put it out there gives us a reason to talk about you, and you look like a damn fool. And then how are you the most incompassionate person, according to you, which is true, I'm seeing, but how are you the most incompassionate person, the most insensitive, unempathetic person ever? How dare you come to the internet with your tears about a mofo that don't give a damn about you? And not to mention about a situation that you are voluntarily in. Like, get out of here. Like, girl, clearly if he is cheating on you as often as you say, or he is neglecting you as often as you say, you must like it. You must like it. Now, on the flip side, there are people that put up with a lot just for the sake of having a family, because maybe they didn't grow up with one. But do people honestly look at the big picture of what that does to the children while they are in these homes that are not ideal? Like, when those kids grow up, what do you think they're going to think relationships are supposed to be? Like, Wood is clearly taking advantage of her, but I ain't even mad at Wood, because a person can only do to you what you allow them to do. And at this point, I don't even think Wood gives up. You know how in the beginning, if a man cheats, he's like, okay, apologetic. I think Wood to the point where he knows that he got his shit so on lock that he don't even got to make excuses. He don't got to make apologies. It just is what it is. Bitch, I ain't come home last night. Next. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where they should be right now, because where are you going? What are you going to do? You're going to continue to pay for him, because that's what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. You're paying for his presence. And my thing would be, bitch, if you don't just get a fucking nanny, because ain't no way you will be stressing me out to the point where I look older than I actually am. The only thing Peach has going for her that's still intact as of right now is her skin. She has beautiful skin. Other than that, you can tell she is aging because of all the stress that Wood and the labor and the freaking burden that she has on her of taking care of that whole household. Like, girl, ain't no way I would be putting that stress on me. Like, do you know what stress can do to you? And you have 10 children or 9 children to freaking look after. speaking of, and I apologize, y'all. I am trying to get sick. I'm trying to catch it though, so I apologize if I sound a little nasally or whatever. But yeah, that's why. But anywho, so yeah, like yo kids. She's never really with her kids. The only kid that she regularly is with is the oldest. And I believe that that's because that's the kid that you really don't have to do much for because he's pretty much self-sufficient. And you know, if you were a young parent, you always gonna have that one kid that you kind of grew up with or watched you go through the worst. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know what Gregory McKay has to say about this shit. He cannot respect his mother because it's like, at one point, does it become you fighting for your marriage to you just fucking laying down and accepting anything? You can't give a fuck more about your marriage than your own spouse does. Like, he clearly don't give a fuck about that marriage, so why would you? Like, and I understand, like, sometimes it be like that in a marriage. Sometimes one partner values it more than the other. But at what cost? You're not happy, clearly. So you take that anger and all that pent-up aggression that you need to be pouring and pushing out towards your husband, you put it out on the internet for us to deal with the shit. Meanwhile, you praising your husband to the point where you paying off his child support motherfucking bills, and the nigga still ain't paying you no mind. How you gonna pay off his child support and then turn around and still be crying that the nigga, did you think that was gonna stop him from cheating? And then the fact that you give this man a quote-unquote allowance. You give your... Now, let's be clear. If the shoe was on the other foot and he was working outside the house and she was a stay-at-home mom, you know, because there are some, stay-at-home moms that do receive an allowance. I don't know. It just makes me feel away because, again, I really don't see... I mean, I don't watch Peach regularly. So, if he does do activities with the children, please let me know in the comments because, like I said, I don't watch Peach. But, yeah, so it's like you're paying for him to do what he is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I do understand that they have children that have disabilities. So it is harder to probably get a nanny that can cater to those kids with disabilities. Or maybe she doesn't feel comfortable with a stranger as opposed to her husband. I get that. But we're talking about Wood, who does not give a fuck, who looks like he has some sort of a disability as well. No shade, no tea, but I'm just saying. So it's like, bruh, I'm sorry. Call me old school. Call me closed-minded, whatever you want to say. I just cannot get on board with a woman paying a man's way. I'm sorry. Especially now, if we're talking about a high-value man who, you know what I'm saying, he didn't put in his years, you know, worked hard, and he like, you know what, babe, I want you to go ahead and, you know, be ambitious and follow your dreams and not stay home with the kids. That's a whole different thing. But this ain't that. It's clear this ain't that. And it's like, you paying to the point where you paying for this mofo's child support. Like, what type of flex do you really think that is? It's not a flex, baby. It's giving damn fool. And I ain't gonna hold you. That is exactly the reason why I wouldn't put my motherfucking name on a piece of paper that's attached to to a mofo that got miscellaneous kids out here, because you ain't gonna ever be able to touch what I worked hard for. I'm so sorry about it. No. So what type of flex is that? And then you're gonna say, well, I paid off his child support so he can travel out the country. Bitch, the last thing you need to be worried about is traveling out the country when you have 9 children and you're still renting and you didn't have over $100,000 come through your hands. Like, girl, if those priorities ain't skewed and fucking misaligned, I don't know what is. It's like, girl, who the fuck... I will never understand it. Like, if I ever came across that much money, I'm buying properties. I'm buying shit that can make me money over time. I'm investing. You know what I'm saying? I hope and pray, but I have a very strong feeling that she hasn't. But I hope and pray that somewhere along the way, while you're throwing $35,000 on child support for kids, I'm so sorry about it, that have nothing to do with you. I hope that you have $35,000 in at least one of your kids' fucking savings account or something. Like, you have 9 kids. Now, I'm not going to do the math because I can't do long math in my head that quickly. But 35,000 divided by 9, she could have split that up between her kids and put something away for her kids for when they get older. Now, I don't know what that comes out to be, but I'm sure it's more than nothing. Like, where the fuck? I'm sorry. I have nothing against kids because they didn't ask to be here. But if it comes to mine over yours, I'm choosing mine every day, every time. Every fucking time. Nigga, you lay down and had these kids. I'm sorry. Like, I don't feel sorry for Peach. I believe that she getting everything she deserves and then some. So if that man is cheating on her, if that man is freaking stressing her out, if fucking he don't respect her, all of the things, she deserves it because how she treats other people. Like, I don't understand how people feel like they can go throughout this world mistreating people and being careless and unkind to others and think that their life is going to be fucking wonderful. It does not work like that. You have to be kind. You have to be gracious. You have to be humble. You have to treat others how you want to be treated. The golden rule. And she just doesn't. She just doesn't. Which brings me over to Liv's life with her fucking piss poor ass mothering skills. How have you been out of jail for however long you've been out and you have not made mention of your children or the strategy to get them where your next move? Anything, anytime she brings them up, it's because somebody at her chat has brought it up. It's never forthcoming. And I'm not saying that she has to give us her play-by-play. But bitch, at least play the role like you learned your lesson. At least play the role like you miss your fucking kids. Girl, now I understand that you've been away. You've been away. You haven't had no male companionship since you've been away. So yeah, you might have an itch. Absolutely. But bitch, that itch should never come over your children. Who is the reason why you got locked up in the first place is because you was a piss poor mom. So you just gonna get out and do it all over again? So you a habitual offender is what you're saying. Oh, okay. Like, it's giving very much like, I don't give a fuck. And then you want to make up this fucking scenario of, oh, you found somebody who's your soulmate. Girl, stop. I don't know why she think that somebody is sending these videos to Gerard or Nisha. They don't give a fuck. When I tell you they are the epitome of unbothered, bitch, move over. Get over it. Like, move the fuck along. Like, this timeline has been stuck on rewind for too long. It has been on a loop. It has been on a loop for too long. Then you want to blame your kids, your oldest three, for you getting locked up. Bitch, how? How dare you blame those innocent 3 kids? They didn't fucking ask to be here. How dare you? But that just shows where your fucking mentality is. That just shows how much you lack accountability. Like, you should have came out and been the most humblest ever. Or shut the fuck up. Like, the fact that you came home and you couldn't fucking wait to get on the internet and talk your shit like you just the biggest and the baddest. Like, bitch, where? Yeah, you are the biggest and the baddest fucking mother. Because what the fuck are you doing with your life? You always going to. I'm going to. Like, bitch, just do it already. The fuck? Like, if you don't want to do nothing with your life, if you want to be a piss poor mother and chase dick all your life and have other people take your responsibilities, like, just say that. I would respect you much more if you just be like, you know what, y'all, I had these kids, but I realized that I can't really handle it. So, you know, I'm giving my custody or my mother rights away. Because I just want to be free. I'm not in a mental capacity to raise these kids, or, you know, like, whatever the fucking case, just to be fucking real, because that's what it's given. Trying to act like you miss your fucking kids. Bitch, you don't miss nobody. You don't miss nobody. The most you miss is some dick, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then the fact that you fucking pregnant, like, how is you pregnant by one nigga and fucking the next one? Like, make that make sense, you dirty, dusty bitch. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this, let me calm down, because she gets me so riled up. Because I just can't believe the audacity. It's the audacity for me. Like, girl, do you realize how trifling you really are? And then you want credit because you transparent about the fact that you live in the hood and you got roaches? Bitch, that is not a fucking, like, that's nothing to be transparent about. First of all, we don't fucking care. But not only do you have roaches, you got the audacity to be inviting motherfuckers over there. You should be worried about getting rid of those roaches and getting your fucking kids. Like, and you can tell she don't give a damn about this baby that she got now. Like, it's like she's setting herself up to be a walking, what's the word I'm looking for? A walking charity case. On one hand, she don't want nobody to feel sorry for her. But then on the other hand, everything you're doing screams, look at me, feel sorry for me. Because you literally are having sex with these niggas and pushing them away once you get pregnant by them, and then trying to act like it's their fault that they don't want to be in the kids' lives. Now, I ain't giving none of these men no passes for not being present fathers, but I will say it's bitches like Olivia that makes it hella hard for a father that wants to be a father to actually be present. And again, I'm not giving them passes, because if you wanted to, you would. But I understand when dealing with hoes like Olivia, how that can be stressful. Like, why some men may be like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait till the baby turn 18, or I'm just gonna wait till the baby get old enough to understand what's going, you know what I'm saying? Because Olivia makes it hard. And it's like, why would you continuously bring life into this world knowing that you're setting them up for failure, because they're never gonna know their father, and the only thing that they're gonna know about their mother is that she's a whore, like a delusional whore. Ugh, I cannot. I am a firm believer in, just because you can have a child does not mean you should. I am a firm believer in, if you are receiving or applying for governmental assistance, you should be, and you're pregnant, you should have a psych eval. Because it's a lot of women that's still using the system, even though they have cracked down on a lot of abuse of the system. It's still a lot of women that are getting pregnant just to stay on the government assistance. And then, speaking of which, how she said in her last live, or one of her girls, she do so many, I don't know which one it was, but she said in one of her more recent lives that she don't want to get married on paper because she don't want the government in her business. But bitch, you get food stamps and Section 8, I believe. Whatever, you getting government assistance. So how do you not want the government in your business when it comes to marriage, but you don't want it in your business when it comes to mooching off of the working class citizens like myself? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is the same government that you freaking be rooting for though, right? Girl, make that shit make sense. Please and thank you. And then she's another one that brings God into it when it's convenient for her. Talking about she just want it to be between her and God. Bitch, you are nowhere near God.
All right, y'all. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping by Trees Talks, especially if y'all are still here. And if y'all are, then that means y'all caught how many times I said like in this video. So congratulations. That means you were really listening. So in that case, that means you must like my commentary, so you might as well subscribe. And if you haven't already, please like the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about the video. Let me know what y'all think about these ladies individually. And if I'm right as far as they are one and the same. Let me know in the comments. And until the next time, y'all be safe.